He just took off and ran.
I know he's scared out there and breaks my heart.
Let's go find him.
This time on Trackers, Hope is lost.
It's very emotional because it's a scary thing. I don't know if she's okay.
When a puppy bolts
This is probably the worst place you could ever have a lost dog.
into harm's way, panic sets in.
I just don't want her to get hit by a car or a train.
A heat wave has rolled over Maryland.
Sit.
Those who work outside, like Anne and her German Shepherd Gretel,
Eat your chicken.
are smart to start their day before the sun becomes unbearable.
Gretel is a 3-year-old German Shepherd. We started training Gretel at 8 weeks old, and now she is a fantastic tracking dog. We gotta go work.
Gretel and her owner Ann Wills team up with tracker Carmen Brothers.
I'm gonna help give her some experience on the job. Up.
They're responding to a call. A cat's been missing for days.
Hope is a large, gray, fluffy cat. She just wants love, and it's hard not to love her. She's a very lovable cat.
This adorable house cat has had it rough for most of her life. She was born feral and is fortunate to have survived this long.
The first time that I had met Hope, she was laying in my driveway, clearly hurt. The x-rays showed that there were 2 metal pieces in her arm. Doctor told me she was shot. The vet said the only option was amputation. He made it very clear that she could not go outside, and if she did go outside, her chances were very, very slim.
Kelly and her son adopted Hope, and they nursed her back to health. 2 nights ago, Hope darted out the back door.
We miss her. She is a part of our family, and we want her home safely.
Kelly is relying on Gretel's help to bring Hope home. To do so, Gretel must acquire Hope's scent.
I actually have a cushion that was very strictly Hope's. The one side is completely covered in nothing but Hope.
Perfect.
Yes, the other cat did not give me
Tons and
this.
tons of cat hair on that.
Yes.
Okay, don't anybody touch it. Sit. Look at me. Gretel is one of our most superior tracking dogs. When I tell her to set up on an article, she takes a quick sniff and off she goes. Dog is catching scent out from under here. I'm gonna look underneath that shed.
Gretel's heightened excitement signals a high concentration of Hope's scent near Kelly's backyard, a possible hiding spot from sun and predators.
Gretel. Look, where's the key? Where's the key? It's possible that Hope came through here and was hiding under the shed for a little while, but I don't think she's physically there right now. We need to keep tracking. I'm going to pass the leash over to Carmen. Give her all the leash.
Okay.
And let her pull. She's one that likes to be out in front.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's go. Come on now.
German Shepherds are the most common canine used in police work,
Zook.
including drug interdiction.
Find your kitty.
They're known for high intelligence and desire to work.
Okay, Gretel. Zook. Keep going. Zook. She definitely keeps going this way.
Before I rescued Hope, she had lived in these woods.
Zook.
I believe 100% she is with the feral cats running around in the backwoods here.
Hope's missing leg makes it difficult to hunt or escape attacks. This could lead her to seek the security a feral colony provides.
Zook.
If Hope is adopting the social habits of the colony, it will make her harder to rescue over time.
Zook. Zook.
Gretel gives the signal that the track is over.
Okay, that's the way she indicates. Good girl. Good girl. Gretel did indicate strongly that she was picking up scent in the woods.
Knowing that Hope was once a feral cat, the news is bittersweet for Kelly.
I'm really afraid that now that Hope has had another taste of freedom out in the wild, that she's not going to want to come home, and it terrifies me.
All right, baby girl, I'm gonna get you some food.
Trusty likes her routine, which includes breakfast being on time.
There you are.
On her days off, Trusty would eat and hit the sofa. Today, she's got to go to work.
Stinky old food breath, yes you do.
Once we get out and we're on the road, her ears perk right up. She becomes a little sniffing monster.
Trusty and her handler, Wendy, are also headed to Baltimore in search of a newly fostered Chihuahua named Susie.
When you are a foster family for dogs, there are two things that you don't want to have happen. No one gets hurt on your watch, and no one gets lost. It's not a good feeling.
Susie has had more than her share of pain.
Susie was in a house with 12 other puppies, and they were all in really bad shape and neglected, and animal control came, and they were able to get the owners to surrender them. We wanted to give Susie a safe place to stay until we could find her a permanent home.
After transporting Susie from Virginia, Jesse let Susie out with the other dogs, a mistake he regrets.
She didn't have a leash on her, collar or anything. Let her out of the crate. Shouldn't have. She bolted through the fence.
It happened really fast. She's just a little tiny thing. I haven't even met her yet. We have to find her.
Today is supposed to be like 90 degrees plus. Little guys like this, they get out, they can get dehydrated really fast and end up in a world of trouble.
Trusty and Wendy start the track at Stacy and Jesse's house, Susie's last known location.
All right, if you just want to sit it down. Find him. Come on, find him.
Unlike Gretel, Trusty responds to commands in English, not German. Tracking is instinctual for Trusty and requires very little direction from Wendy.
Good girl. Trusty's telling me that the dog has come through here. I can tell by her body language, how she turns her head.
Chihuahuas are bold explorers, but their size makes them vulnerable to birds of prey, like hawks and owls.
Trusty just walked us into the laundromat. She's showing that Susie has been through here. I think that Susie went into the laundromat and turned around and went back out, which was a good thing because there's a seriously big road there.
So she gave a really good indication that Susie went in there.
Yep.
Trusty continues down the block, weaving in and out of yards, mapping out Susie's path.
Trusty's air scenting right now. Susie has got to be really, really close.
Trusty is capable of tracking scent particles left on the ground or using air currents to detect where a scent is originating from. It's not a trait shared by all tracking breeds. It creates shortcuts. Moments later, Jesse gets a voicemail. Someone spotted Susie a block away.
It's right here in the backyard of the corner house of Fleetwood. The house with a lot of gardening in the front. You can't miss it. A whole bunch of bushes in the front yard.
I hope it's her because I really want to bring her home today.
So let's go check it out. We need to confirm that this dog is Susie.
I see a dog. She's here. Hey, Susie doll. Hey, Susie, where'd you go?
This is the first time Susie has ever seen or heard Stacy. Without any bond between the two, the Chihuahua is wary.
She was right here, and I could just see her peeking over, and as I moved a little closer, she just disappeared from there.
She is behind this house. It's a nightmare back there. It's chock full of all kinds of stuff to hide under and behind. The only thing that I can suggest at this point is to trap it, because I don't think we're going to get her any other way.
Trusty escapes the heat while Wendy places the trap out of the sun. She then mixes cat food with water that will be used as a chum trail to hopefully lure Susie into the trap.
That ought to do it.
Okay.
The dog's back there now. He's licking the chum. And I'm just hoping he's gonna follow it until he goes into the trap we set. We got her, we got her, we got her. Hi, sweetie. Hold on, we'll get you out of there. No! How did that happen? Oh, are you kidding me?
Four days ago, Susie the Chihuahua bolted from her new foster owner's house.
We had her for a hot minute. She was here maybe 10 minutes before she left the yard. We do know that she just is very afraid of people, which doesn't make this any easier.
The team tracked Susie to this yard and set up a trap.
Hold on, we'll get you out of there. No!
The door mechanism failed.
Something is up with the trap. She popped open and shot out. So here I am, no friggin' dog. I feel so responsible for this. I don't know how it happened. I'm at a loss. Trusty's my partner. We're a team. I let her down.
Stacy and Jesse are in shock.
I saw Susie darting out of the trap, and it was just absolutely devastating because we were just so very close.
Susie is in flight mode.
There's so many emotions going through me right now. It's so frustrating to see her and not be able to just go and get her and wrap her up in my arms and bring her back.
The best thing I can do right now is try to set something up to trick Susie so that she'll think it's another place to hide and she'll come into the trap.
After what happened today, I don't think Susie's gonna go back into a trap.
The broken trap is replaced, and a new plan is devised.
I'm gonna disguise it as much as possible so that she won't have a clue as to where it is or why it's there. The only thing she's gonna smell is cat food.
I won't rest really till we know for sure she's in the house safely.
Later that night, Susie makes an appearance.
This little teeny dog sniffing around, and her back, like almost near her butt, hit the door of the trap and set it off.
I was worried about Susie all night. I didn't sleep at all.
Trusty and Wendy are back on the case the next morning.
What we're working on right now is getting 2 traps set back there. I just personally saw her back there, and she bolted. She's not going to come out any other way but in that trap. The dog's back there. Oh my goodness, look how skinny you are.
We caught ourselves a puppy.
I got both sides. Okay. I'm so grateful that she's in here. I'm just glad that she's going to be okay.
Jesse and Wendy secure the trap. Susie's not going to escape again.
I'm overwhelmed. This whole experience has been an emotional roller coaster ride.
I lost for words, so just happy she's safe.
I'm so grateful that that dog is in the cage. I felt so bad yesterday, and now I know she's safe and she's going to be okay, instead of worrying about her being out here on her own.
Right now, I'm feeling pretty excited and just 100% relieved. I do want to meet Susie, but again, she's not too happy with people right now.
5 days on her own, Susie's tired and hungry, but otherwise healthy.
I'm not scary, don't worry.
This is the first time Susie meets her foster mom, Stacy.
She doesn't look too bad, given that she's been out since Friday night. There is so much relief right now. We got done what we needed to get done, and that was to get her back into a safe home. You're such a good girl.
Meanwhile, Hope, a three-legged rescue cat, is still missing.
Zook. She was an outdoor cat for years before I had gotten her. She knows the area. She knows this area better than I do. There's a chance she could be just somewhere just hiding, bunkering out in you know, an old spot she used to love.
Gretel tracked her scent to a wooded area, home to a feral cat colony.
It's very emotional because it's a scary thing. I don't know if she's okay.
Gretel's job is done for now, and the focus shifts to enticing Hope out of the woods.
Get the sheets off of your bed. Wipe down everybody in the house with that sheet. Cut them into little strips of material. And every, say, 4 feet, I want you to drop one of those scent strips.
Okay.
The bulk of a feral cat's diet is scavenged, not killed. Cat food is an ideal bait.
We're going to set up the trap almost directly behind Kelly's house on the wood line. Make sure you put it all the way in the back so that Hope has to go all the way in. Chances are Hope is hungry, and we've just set up a gourmet feast.
I hope it works, but with a feral cat, I don't feel the odds are in my favor. An average indoor cat, yes, they're gonna follow the scent trail, they're gonna follow the smell of the cat food, they're gonna go into the trap and get caught. Hope's smarter than that.
I'm confident that Hope is in these woods. The trick is going to be to get her to come to us by luring her out, and we're going to have to be patient. We're on Hope's time, not ours.
These woods are home to not only feral cats, but also predators. A trail cam will help Carmen confirm that Hope is still roaming this area.
I'm really scared for Hope. With her only having the 3 legs, she is vulnerable. Wildlife it's mean, it's survival of the fittest, and sadly, she's not the fittest to be able to survive out there.
For Jake, a high-energy black and tan coonhound, most of his days start with a workout with his pal Gracie. His temperament shifts when it's time to put on the work vest.
He's a tracking dog. He loves to work. Blue collar. That'd be a great way to describe Jake. Let's go track, Jake.
Jake and Tim are responding to a call in the Maryland suburbs.
My dog's name is Jackpot Godzilla Carney. He's about 5 years old. He's a Boston Terrier. He's black and white. He's very friendly. If he sees someone on the street, he'll come right up to them and try to be their best friend. He's a lovable little character, and we miss him.
Unfortunately, the family doesn't know exactly when or how Jack escaped.
He's been gone about 48 hours. Our hope today is to get at least an idea of the direction he went.
This is his
That
bed
goes-
he sleeps on.
It's inside the crate.
Okay, cool.
Coonhounds have up to 300 million scent receptors in their nose. Humans, a mere 6 million. Jake's sizable ears are an asset. They sweep the lost dog's scent into his nose.
Suate. Tota. He gets commands in Japanese. You hear me saying weird stuff
really?
to him.
Okay.
Yeah. English words kind of all sound the same to a dog,
Right.
so they'll learn quicker if you have something that is its own distinctive word.
And plus, the general public can't tell him to do something, I guess.
Right. When Jake picks up the scent article initially, he kind of checks everything out and goes, okay, the dog's been here. When he gets out of the perimeter of the yard, that's when I know that he's got it. He's picking up some scent here, so I'm just gonna let him roll.
All right.
I generally trust his first instinct. Jake, come on, Tota.
This is the first lead in Jack's case.
I think it's pretty cool. It's comforting to know at least the direction. I have somewhere to focus on.
Boston Terriers do not tolerate heat well,
Tota.
so seeking shade in the woods seems plausible.
So do you think he has a scent?
I do.
Yeah.
Jake is picking up a strong scent here, and I can tell by the way his head is on the ground and his pace. He's fired up right now.
Under normal conditions, a 20-pound Boston Terrier needs roughly 2.5 cups of water daily. With temperatures in the 90s, that number climbs.
According to the way Jake is tracking right now, it looks like this could be Jack's water source. It makes me feel confident that Jack's in the area. Tota.
By air scenting, Jake can pick up Jack's scent quickly. It also enables him to track Jack through water and densely wooded areas.
A lot of prickers, Jake. What are you gonna do? Tota. Typically, when the dog leaves its home, it's gonna do like a 1 to 2 mile radius. Tota.
What does Tota mean?
Search. He wants to go this way.
Missing pets often circle the neighborhood close to their home. Jake heads back into the woods, retracing Jack's steps.
Tota. That's where he picked up his heaviest scent. I'm liking Jake's activity for a feeding station around here.
Jake picked up Jack's scent around the perimeter of the neighborhood, but is primarily in a wooded area 2 blocks from his home.
So the action plan right now for Jack is we're gonna put down a feeding station and a trail cam by the creek line and see what that turns up.
A feeding station is used to lure a missing pet onto a piece of cardboard covered with flour and food. If Jack visits the feeding station, he'll leave behind paw prints that lead in the direction of where he is hiding.
That's good. Hopefully Jack will want to come back to this spot.
It's comforting to know where to focus our search effort. Hopefully something will pop soon.
Across town, Trusty and Wendy are responding to a call about a lost puppy named Aspen.
She is a Boxer Labrador mix, light brown. She's just at that fun stage where she likes to annoy the other dogs and nip and play, and we've had her a little over a month. Kennedy got her right after she graduated from high school.
Rebecca Adams is pet-sitting Aspen for her daughter Kennedy. The dog slipped through the back gate and disappeared.
Started looking for her immediately. We put up posters around, posted things on Facebook. As you can see, we have a cornfield, and my fear is she went that way.
Since Rebecca has several dogs, the scent article must be exclusively Aspen's. The presence of multiple animal scents will compromise Trusty's ability to track the puppy.
Okay, find him.
Trusty confirms Rebecca's fears. Aspen's trail runs between the woods and the cornfield.
Trusty and I are struggling on this terrain. I can't even think about how hard it must be for Aspen. Stickers. Hang on. Thank you. I'm coming. You got an advantage there, girl. The terrain coming through there was actually kind of tough. You don't know how difficult it is until you follow a 105-pound dog. But we're doing good. Okay, we're in water now.
Trusty is trailing Aspen's scent through tough terrain. The temperature is in the mid-90s, making this a life-threatening situation for a puppy.
This heat is brutal. I'm not surprised that Trusty brought me down to this creek. I'm sure that little Aspen found this water source. And it's very probable that he's just running the stream.
Trusty's loose skin around her neck helps trap and maintain the scent particles. This is a critical asset when tracking near water.
No, I can't go that way. Come on, you gotta come up here. Come on, girl. The scent that Trusty's following right now is very fresh. Did you see what she just did? She air scented here. I can tell because Trusty's breathing is more labored and she's completely focused on the scent. It looks as though Aspen just came through here. It looks to me like she came down here and turned back around.
Aspen is a 3-month-old puppy missing for 24 hours.
She's light brown, has pretty beautiful green eyes. She's playful as anything. It's like having a little baby.
Trusty's tracked the pup deep into the woods.
Trusty was picking up Aspen's scent so strong, then the track stopped.
Aspen is part boxer, a breed known for their stamina. They were used as reliable and tireless couriers in both world wars. If Trusty's on her trail, she's at least 3 miles from home.
The scent stopped and didn't pick back up. Aspen's been removed from the spot. How, I don't know. Who, I don't know, but the dog has been picked up from here.
Wendy is convinced someone or something scooped up Aspen. The strategy is to have Rebecca continue to put up flyers and spread the word to nearby residents.
It hasn't even been 24 hours since Aspen left. Rebecca has gone and she's put flyers out all over this area. She's got a great jump start. If there's anything that you may have a question about, please call me, okay?
And then tomorrow, we'll just touch base and see if anything's happened.
Before Wendy's even in her car, Rebecca gets a call.
Aspen was found down the road, and she was found, like, literally right where we were. I'm impressed. Trusty, I mean, she knew what she was doing. You did good. Now we're gonna go get my daughter's dog.
Aspen was retrieved from the same wood line where Trusty ended the track.
And the creek, if you go, it's like right here. Just perfectly. I don't know how you could have done a better job, honestly.
Hi! Oh my goodness! It's a pretty baby!
I was walking the dog, and next thing you know, out prances this little cute puppy, and I was like, that looks like the one on the posters. So I found Aspen. It's a gratifying feeling.
It's great getting these dogs back to their owners. Trusty tracked exactly where the girl picked the dog up. It doesn't get better than this.
With the case solved, Trusty can't resist joining in the celebration.
That's who you were looking for. I know. You said the baby. You smelled earlier, huh?
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, a family still searches for Jack, their lost Boston Terrier.
It's frustrating that there's been absolutely no, true sightings.
Jake tracked Jack to a small wooded area in a neighborhood.
We checked the trail cam, and basically it was a cat, some raccoons, and a possum. So no sighting of Jack. My plan now is for Jim to flyer up this area pretty heavy and just bring more awareness that Jack's around here.
Jake has done everything he can to isolate Jack's location. He heads out to work a case with his other partner, Carmen. 2-year-old Sasha has been missing for 3 days.
I feel like a big baby over my dog, but we all miss her. I've had her since she was 8 weeks old. She's real gentle and sweet. I mean, she would never hurt anybody. It was Friday morning, and the tree trimmers were out back. And I waited till they were done, and I let my dogs out real quick. Not even 5 minutes later, Sasha was nowhere to be found. I blame myself. I thought we'd get her right away. I didn't think it would go on this long. I am willing to do whatever it takes to get her back.
So I think we'll start from the sighting, scent Jake up, and kind of go from there.
Sasha was last spotted near a trucking company between railroad tracks and a busy highway.
This is probably the worst place you could ever have a lost dog. So where exactly?
She was standing on the railroad tracks, and she started to come this way, but then traffic started right there.
Okay.
And she went in the woods.
Okay. I can't put Jake on railroad tracks, are you kidding? And this is an active railroad, it's not like, you know? And then you got the highway right there. So there's nowhere safe to trap or track or anything like this.
This is the first time Carmen has encountered active railroad tracks and calls Ann Wills for advice.
But it's gonna be like, I don't know, 5 feet from the tracks. I mean, the whole thing is railroad again.
You can send Jake up and see where he goes, but you have to keep him off those railroad tracks.
Okay.
You don't want to flush Sasha out, so no feeding stations or traps near those railroad tracks.
Okay. Come on.
Kathy's daughter places the scent article where Sasha was spotted last.
I'll send him up, and when I send him up, just stay behind me a little bit. Squate. Thank you. Jake, look at me. Tota. I'm scared. It's really dangerous for me to track with Jake right here. I'm not sure how Jake's gonna react if a train does come flying by.
It's been 3 weeks since Hope escaped.
She jumped the neighbor's fence, climbed up with her 3 legs somehow, and went for the woods and just been trying to, you know, try to get her back.
After weeks of uncertainty, the trail cam confirms Hope is still alive.
My biggest concern is that another animal is going to get her, and she's not going to be able to defend herself like she used to. I went and checked the trail cam. It's been a while.
For the first time in weeks, Kelly sees her cat, Hope, is alive.
When I saw her, oh, sorry. Oh, I might need a minute for this one. When I saw her on that camera, just pure excitement.
It's a momentary sense of relief. A fox was spotted in the same area. Since then, no sign of Hope.
Ann is coming back, so we can track again. We're gonna bring the dog back, try to see if we can pick up her scent.
Go get the scent article.
Okay.
We'll use the dog to check the backyard again, see if we still get scent. She may even stop and go and say, hey, now it's in this part of the woods. We'll pull her into the backyard, catch her in a trap.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. You wanna go work? Good girl. Send her up. Sit. Look at me. Sit. Where'd he go? Where's Kitty? Bingo. Tons of smell.
Oh, yay.
She's all over the yard. Okay. Good girl. Gretel gave a full alert, which means she's here still.
You did good. Good job.
I'm super excited. Hope is still here. We're just gonna move the trap slightly and disguise it a little bit more so we can get her caught. All right, so let's set these traps. Hey, well, good luck tonight.
I was about to say I might wake up tomorrow and have my little kitty cat back.
Jake, swat.
Jake continues searching the train tracks in pursuit of Sasha, the rescue mutt.
It's just a terrible situation, and she's such a young little sweet dog. I'm terrified for her. I really, really am terrified. I just don't want her to get hit by a car or a train.
Come on, Jake.
He's focused on his target and pulls Carmen across the tracks into a small patch of woods.
I'm gonna try and get a read on whether the dog might be in the woods or if she took off running down the tracks.
Oh God, please let us get her.
Jake's not picking up a lot of scent here. That makes me more confident that Sasha's running the train tracks and not hunkered down in this area of woods.
Come on, Sasha.
Okay, come on, let's go to the car. The location is frustrating. You know, we're putting forth all this effort and we're not getting much of any result. The action plan is going to be to fly her up. Unfortunately, with the area we're in, it's so dangerous. I can't do scent trails or a feeding station or even a trap. Fly her, like, obnoxiously, right through here. We just got to get another sighting.
And I'm just like flipping out.
But we're doing everything we can.
I just thought it would be, we're gonna put traps here, we're gonna do this, and it
Well,
would be...
I mean, it's just, I can't. I really can't put up traps here in good conscience just because I'd be putting Sasha's life in danger. I'm very worried about Sasha. My main concern right now is her safety. I know Kathy's very frustrated right now, but we're doing all the right things and it will happen.
Their only option is to put up flyers and wait for someone to spot Sasha and provide a new clue to this mystery. Jack the Boston Terrier has been missing for almost a week.
He's a very lovable dog. If he sees someone on the street, he'll come right up to them and try to be their best friend. He'll want to go into some people's houses. He has no fear of people.
Jake isolated the search area to a small patch of woods 3 miles from Jack's home. Flyers were distributed, but there have been no signs of Jack. Until now.
Jack, bring it. Good boy. We got a call from somebody that found him, saw one of the signs that we put up. We're feeling great. We're glad to have him back. He lost a lot of weight. He's definitely scratched up, a little gun shy at everything, really. But we think he's gonna be good. Jake led us very close to where he was found. He did a great job, and we're thankful for that. I figured he was either gone or with somebody and the person didn't want to turn him in.
A Good Samaritan picked Jack up a little over a mile from his house.
I feel like Jake has a gift, and we helped reunite somebody with their pets, and that's just, it feels awesome.
Sasha the rescue mutt has been on the run for 4 days.
It's like losing a major part of our family. We are really centered around our family and our dogs.
Jake tracks Sasha to a precarious location.
I've never seen such a challenging location. You're literally cornered by highway and railroads. My main concern right now is her safety.
After Carmen and Sasha's owner, Kathy, put up flyers, a sighting was called in.
We are on our way back to Kathy's house. She got a positive sighting right there at the train tracks last night. So we are trying to get out there as early as possible today and get Jake out and get him, you know, see if he picks up scent and do some perimeter searches and kind of see where we go from there.
The sighting is just north of the train tracks where Jake showed the most interest. Carmen and Jake are investigating the area with Kathy and her daughter.
Jake, can you do it for me? That's me.
Swate. Thank you. Tota? Right now we're doing perimeter checks to see if we can like kind of pinpoint an area that Sasha might have come out onto. We're just, you know, trying to pick up scent in general to narrow down areas so we can like focus in on one.
Last night, my daughter and I walked the tracks from one end down there to all the way down the other end and called her and sat. We didn't see anything.
He's still looking. He's air scenting as well as ground scenting. Like, you know, he put his nose through the gate a couple times. I'm just waiting to see if he picks up scent. He keeps looking off that way. I think this is where we started yesterday. And you can see he's trying to still pick up the scent as his nose goes up in the air, and I can't let him on those. Come on, Jake, Sosa. So, no real strong scent. Jake did not pick up any scent, really, which leads me to believe that Sasha is still kind of hunkered down in that one area to the right of the train tracks. Or, it's always a possibility that Sasha's been picked up.
I don't think she's here anymore. I hope she's not. I hope she went back in the neighborhood.
Which is why I want you to get flyers all throughout. I mean, like, obnoxiously flyer.
Yep. Yesterday I was really upset about it, but today I feel a little bit better because I'm hoping it means she's not here anymore. And this is such a little dangerous place.
A large part of finding your dog is the community outreach. Somebody is obviously seeing your dog. We just need to find that one person. So I strongly advised her to put up flyers throughout the entire area. Now it's a waiting game. Fingers crossed.
Four days later, Sasha is spotted on the train tracks again.
We just got a call that there has been a sighting of Sasha. We are going to go out and see if we can bring Sasha home.
When Carmen arrives, she's shocked to see a surprise guest.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
We found her, finally.
After Carmen and Kathy put out flyers, there was a sighting of Sasha.
We got partway down the tracks and saw Sasha at the other end just staring at us. And Katie went up and got Sasha. This has been like my life looking for her for the last 8 days. So we can finally all sleep tonight a whole night.
I'm so happy for you.
Oh, I can't wait to get her home.
Good job.
Thank you.
Couldn't be a happier ending. When I saw them together, it was perfect. I mean, you couldn't ask for a happier outcome.
I know, I can't wait to get you home. Yes, I can't wait.
Hope, the three-legged cat, has been missing for over a month.
I just saw Hope on the trail cam footage. I am just so excited to know that she is still alive.
Ann Wills is trying a different, larger cage to see if that could help secure Hope. 3 days pass.
Hi there! How are you doing?
I've been waiting for days. I can't believe it. Finally, 3 days. Hope is in the house.
Finally. When I went out to the cage, at first I didn't know it was her. Then I started hearing this like howling noise, almost like a fox. I've never heard it before.
Oh, wow, that's real distressful.
Yes, and I looked up and she popped her head up and I was like, help! I started, freaking out.
After a month.
39 days exactly.
And she looks good. Hi, you are a miracle. You are.
Gretel, thank you so, so much. I'm so excited to have my baby back home. Gretel did a great job. She was very consistent with it and gave us directions of where she was, and seeing where Hope came from, Gretel was definitely on it.
Oh, she's so adorable. I am so happy, and I'm proud of all the effort everybody did. I'm proud of what Carmen did with Gretel, and I am just ecstatic.